The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. Here we go.
Trying to create that lip around so that when I do add when I do add this to it, it'll stay inside the base. Unlike unfortunately what I did with that guy. So there's a little bit of a lip that it did around the base. And then also because this guy's hovering like that, I'm going to have where you go? This added to it. I'm going to try this out on a transparent water. So it's supposed to look like that right there, that edge that looks like it's water coming up, as though it's like something's disturbing the water. And I'm gonna add that to this guy, so that it looks like, you know, whenever you see it, the water's being disturbed underneath. I wish I didn't have to do the lip, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's gonna take some time to dry. Hopefully it'll dry tonight before I stop the stream. And that way I can go ahead and add the water effects and let that pull up. Actually paint it. I guess I have to paint it first, then add some Mod Podge. That way it'll hold the clay together once it's dry, because it can get brittle. And the Mod Podge acts like a layer of, like a, how do you say, like a rubberized glue almost. But it's not as strong. But it's good enough for the air dry clay. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with these guys in terms of their base as well. Like I want to add water effects, or again, kind of similar to that. Just real quick. Nope. Why's that guy sticking? So you can, let's see, can you even see the water effects? Let me try to see if I can see the water effects. I mean, I can. It looks like just glue. There's bubbles. That's not good. So there's a bubble right here. Let's see if I can just let it down. Bubble right there. Bubble right there. Bubble right there. Bubble right there. A lot of bubbles. Might just need to put maybe glue down, I'm not sure. But yeah, you can't even, oh, you can kind of see. Let me turn on the strong light here. Well, not really. Does it even look like it has water in there? Because I didn't have enough. It's a little bit too shallow, perhaps. But there is a little bit of water effects on there. Let's see if I tilted it downwards, maybe. No, can't really see it. But anyways, oh, you can kind of a little bit see it right there. And right there once it starts shining. But even in person, it looks like it's just shiny. It doesn't look like there's water there. So not a very good first try on the water effect. I think what I maybe should have done is, I do need to practice. Maybe I'll practice on this one. Need to see about painting this, say this color. So I need a palette. Oh, let's see if I can find a palette. Alright. So I'm going to practice on this base here, which actually has some magnet on there. And see about getting some practice on trying to get that, how to say that, hay type color. Maybe I should do a little bit more dark. I don't know. I like the fields look a little bit better. More of that. Golden brown. Okay. I guess I should get a bigger brush than that. So I have these things for. Oh, there we go. A little magnet on a stick, in a sense. Although it doesn't exactly hold in place. So it's quite alright. Okay. You'll let that dry. Mollish will use the rest of this up on this base because it is going to be the color I'll use for their base. And it's going to be... I don't know if it's going to be muddy. I don't know if it's going to come up and... What's up, Shiny? I don't know if it's going to come up and stick to their hands and be kind of muddy. Like this kind of tan mud, even though it looks like a dry... More dry than wet. I think it'll be wet, you know? It's a different world, it's an alien world. Who knows what wet mud looks like on their world, right? After all, they're chickens riding chickens. At least I think so. Yeah, it'll be muddy. It'll be muddy for sure. Gonna get some of this on their bottoms. So a little much. That's fine. Excuse me. Okay. So I'll let that paint dry and then add another coat. Then I don't know if I'm going to add more. Don't know if I'm going to add more. Like how it did. But yeah, you can't really see the separation. You can see there's the dry clay right there. There's water here, but you can't really see the shiny of it. But you can see there's some of the raised clay up here because their feet's on the ground. I don't know if I'm going to do that with these guys. I did want to make it look like kicking up dirt. I think I will. Because I mean, they are technically kicking up dirt. I like the different base concept. I do myself very often, like combining army dudes on crystal bases in retro wave colors. Well, Shiny, I'm a little bit different. I mean, I'm trying to elevate my basing skills. I first did my Space Marines. You can see the little guy right there in snow bases. It's very basic, very simple, and straightforward. You know, it's not complicated. It's just Mod Podge, baking soda, and white paint. And I did that for my Ultramarines. They're in the snow planet, so it made sense anyway. Now, with my Tau, I did want to have like a wheat field, like grass, because they're kind of Asian inspired. So I want to do like grass fields. You can see like these grass has been picked, these ones haven't. So, and then it's supposed to be also like he plopped down, so you can see like the elevation of the base right there, where his feet kind of essentially disturb the soil. And then you get the different color mud underneath, like, you know, generally speaking, it's a little bit richer, and generally speaking, when you dig a little bit deeper, sometimes it's a little bit darker color. If you want to give an illusion of dust around the feet, my best bet is pigment. Ah, yeah. I saw that. I was thinking about it. Like, I'm slowly, you know, trying to get myself to get comfortable with things like that. So I did see that, and I did see the rust effect. And the one thing I really want to do is, with my 3D printed knights, is do rust effects, and the pigment looks so good. But I'm building myself up to it. So what idea did you love, Shiny? Said a lot of things, and I don't know where it stopped at. Let's see, how would I do that though? I don't think I can do it to him, because his feet's so far back and he hasn't touched forward yet. But this guy, it's not too far forward, it's kind of the problem. But I could, not really. Maybe what I could add to this guy is a couple of droplets back there. It looks like he's taking a crap. Doing this for a while. Oh! If I sound too much like a backseat, just no, that's fine, man. Hey, look, good advice is good advice. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can say is, you know, whether I have the money for it, and whether I have the skills to do the technique. That's kind of just the issue. So, like I said, I started pretty simple with snow base, which I don't have any models here because they were all done. And whenever they were done, I put them in the my finish case so that I could play with it. I even made my own rust pigment. Oh, with what? How did you create pigment? I'm sure it's like mixtures of pigments and stuff. So there's nothing really I can do except go ahead and paint more of this guys. So who do I want as Leonardo here? Like, I like the sword guy to be Leonardo, but there's a couple of sword guys. This is probably Donatello. This is probably Raphael. No, sorry, Michelangelo, because it looks like he's smiling and having fun, even though it doesn't have nunchucks. This was originally going to be the start of Ninja Turtles. Red and orange. Obviously, Raphael riding Michelangelo. But then I'm going to do these guys the same way, so... But they don't have bandanas on, but I will paint their face like they put their hands on their face and just, you know, marked it. Like, you know, these steel wool scrubbers, put them in the glargaz vinegar. Vinegar makes it rust super fast. Let the whole evaporate, and then basically you can grind that with a mortar and pestle and interesting. But that's real rust, though. I mean. That's kind of funny. I mean, that does work technically. I'm guessing that's how they kind of do the rust effect, or rust pigments, huh? I'm thinking. I mean, I'm just rust is supposed to eat away at, you know, metal and stuff. So is it going to eventually just disappear? Because it just, once the rust eats away all the metal, that's it. A lot of pigments are natural. So, yeah, maybe. So those guys I want to do, is it in bloody red? I do them a little bit. I don't do heavy red though. I need to find and I should have some nice reds. Probably gonna use primary red. Well, time to try one guy out in primary red and Liquitex gouache, acrylic gouache paint. Rust is an end product from iron oxide. It won't change after that. I don't know what the word afflict, especially if you cover it with varnish afterwards. Yeah, I was thinking if you do cover it, it might help protect it. I guess technically speaking, like as far as I know. Oh, gotcha. I mean, yeah, I was thinking maybe because whenever you see rust and stuff, it eats away at it and it just crumbles. That's the reason why it's gone and not just sticking there, because there's nothing supporting it, I guess. I hope you're right too. And it might be so. It might be so. I'm not sure. I'm not a chemist. Is it chemistry that does that, or is it? Or should I just do a generic? I'm not a scientist. I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm not a super genius. Not even a genius. Not even smart. What are you talking about? All right, let's see. Ooh. That red looks a little thin. Maybe it's not mixed in yet. Gee. So you should know. Who would know about engineering? But I know that red earth, for example, contains a lot of iron oxide, which gives it its color. Yeah. I think that is the natural rust color. Obviously, it's natural rust color. What am I speaking? But yeah, I think that's how they probably get the color. It's the pigmentation of rust, of course, from rust, of course. Oops, I'm shaking the whole dang webcam and everything. There we go. That's a lot better looking than what it originally started with. Okay. I mean, I guess there are the other natural ways of getting like a rust-like color, of course. That's how a lot of painting genius does it. Vallejo Model Color has some paints that get really close to it. They dry super matte, but not as close as Dirty Down and Pigments. Yeah, I wanted to go Vallejo, but I went a little bit too far into this particular brand. What was it? Liquitex, just because Michaels would always have 40% off or 30% off, and I'm like, I'm a sucker for deals. Should have went with their basic their basic instead of the gauche, because I did research and gauche said it was pretty good. 30 downs rust, like specialty paint, it really emulates rust well. But you know, their basic paint for liquid text is actually really good for modeling paint. It's already thinned down, but it can be thinned down a little bit more. And the reason why I'm painting my Croots red is because those guys right there are blue. My Tau is going to be blue. My Kroot's going to be red. So like red and blue. They'll complement each other. So what do you paint, Shiny, and what army do you play? What's up, Francois? Good streamer yesterday because an important meeting, and I'm hoping, like I said, I am. What? I don't know, so I'm talking to two different people. So I'll try to say the name first and then say the word so you know who I'm talking to. Ooh, excuse me. Hopefully you got things resolved. Oh, yeah, Vallejo does great products, but they got bought up by some investor, and they even have a huge stake in the facility in Spain last year. It was a mess. Oh, strike, not stake. Luckily, things got resolved. Oh, jeez. Play a lot of Infinity. On the bench right now are my Hakkaslam. I play 012 in Infinity. I haven't played ever since the new series came out, although I should. It seems like it's a lot easier, at least to keep track with certain things, you know. I guess I should show you my models. I mean, there's so few models to paint, but yet I've kind of stopped painting them a little bit because I got back into, I've been into 40K both, but so I played a little bit more because of tournaments and such. Yeah, I started an N3 as well. I mean, it was probably closer towards the end of N3. Well, I won't say closer, but maybe a year before N3 was over with, I think. Played some local tournaments. I didn't do too great. And had a whole bunch of 3D printed models. But I did get some official ones, though. N5 had some... Oh, sorry, N4. I did N4. Sorry, N4. My bad. Towards a year before N4 is over with. And then N5 came out, and then I kind of stopped playing because everyone kind of stopped like a few months before N5 came out because they were just waiting for it to come out. And I never really got back into it yet because I want to paint my models first. But then I started playing 40K tournaments because they have 40K tournaments twice a month. So I've been trying to play that. So, Infinity just kind of took a back seat. Interesting game for sure. I like the fact that even not in your turn, you're still technically active. Let me grab my just some of the models that I painted. Ugh, I burped and water came up. I should try to finish my Infinity models. There's not a lot to paint, but my gaming group, everything is sci-fi but 40k, which I find refreshing. My gaming group plays everything sci-fi but 40. What's wrong with 40k, man? Which is refreshing. Like, GW makes nice minis but terrible rules. Yeah. And the competitive scene destroyed a lot of what made the hobby nice. Really? Why is that? Now let me get the webcam set so that it can actually zoom in. Like, Infinity is very competitive, but has much more robust rules and tournament system. Yeah, but it's also a bit simple. In a sense, it's a bit simple. And what I mean by that is that there's not a lot of unique units. So, Infinity to me has complicated rules, but simple units. Infinity has complicated units, but simple rules, even though there's terrible at rules. Do you get what I mean by that? You can't blame any player for what GW. Yes, you can. If they don't know how to read, you can blame the player. Francois. I hope you know what I mean by that, Shiny. So let me show you my. There. So this is the idea that I wanted to go with, because this is originally what I wanted my Tau to look like, black and like the neon look like Tron. So kind of like that. I could probably add a little bit more to that backpack because that looks a little bit too simple, but then again, it's a little bit of yellow there, but it's kind of like drowned out. The eyes. Then here's this guy. Which I do really like the cape, how that turned out. Can I post a link to a picture of my Tau? Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll let you. Hold on. Let me show this real quick. Let me do this for you. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up anyway. Start inviting some people. Francois. Okay, I have encountered a number of players who have difficulty with reading comprehension, but again, that's not what they printed. No, I get you, Francois, man. You're not completely wrong. GW just, according to what my how do I say this? If I can even think while I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. Hold on. So that's Shiny real quick. That's the Discord that I have. If you want to join it, that'd be great. And that's where you can post like pictures of your stuff. And Francois, from what I heard from my group, they say that they let like the hell was that? They say that oh, there we go. Okay. So they say that they let like in a sense foreigners play the game, and then they basically write the rules in their language, and then they freaking Google Translate it or something like that. So whenever it translates, it doesn't quite translate to English very well. And there's so many people willing to do, rule testing and all that, but GW is just, well, GW, I guess. And here you go, Shiny. So you can continuation again. This guy, I really like this cape. Like I said, it's a little shiny and a little metallic. What's up, JJ? Good morning. How goes it? It goes all right, JJ. It goes all right. I'm trying. I'm gonna try to practice how to do water on a kind of flat base there, and also trying to paint up my Groot. Here's this lady. A little bit too much yellow, but again, her cape's purple. Kind of metallic, shiny as well. Okay. But yeah, that's the kind of the thing I want. I want yellow to pop out. So it's kind of like my towel. Ooh, excuse me. Sent some pics over to the server. Let's see. Who is that? Ooh, nice. Yep. Oh, nice. Combined Army for the second pick. And then, of course, that last pick, I'm laughing hard. I'm laughing so hard at that last pick. I feel so bad for that last pick that you sent. The last two picks you sent, man. Shiny. Nice purple. Yeah, the purple does look really good. Like, it's very metallic-y kind of and shiny. It's because this is the base coat right here. It's a metallic base coat. Francois, it's the other way around. They Google translated to German and Italian. Then those guys have to rewrite their own rules, you know, with often thanks to changes with erratas. Yeah. Myth that they moved them to Combined Army. Yeah, my Shiny, my friend played him in what was it? Aleph? I think it was Aleph, and then all of a sudden he got moved to Combined Army and he stopped playing. And Francois, yeah, I heard something like that. It's like they have the Google Translated or whatever with the rules, and it's terrible. I mean, good lord, there's so many people that, you know, are willing to play test this game to help them out, but they're just, again, just GW. Okay, hold on a second. Toha, okay. Oh, Toha. Did they ever recreate the rules? I heard they were like, they haven't made Toha in a long while. What's up, Butterscotch? Sorry, they're doing so many things. Let me go put up my Infinity. Those things are really nice. They actually have places for bases. They fit kind of flush too. Plus, all the models are pewter. So, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Shiny, well, those were some of the best models. They moved from Aleph to Combined Army. A bunch of people are really miffed. I'm assuming miffed is mad. Butterscotch, I'm planning out a kit bash for Death Guard Commander. Well, that's the thing about Butterscotch. That's kind of cool about like Tyranids and Death Guard, like things that are like goopy and ugly. Is the fact that when you make it ugly, it just makes it better. And that's kind of like what a lot of Death Guard players do. You know, they're like, well, if it looks ugly, it makes it better. That's the whole point. He's gonna have a plague flail thing. Come on, you're a Death Guard player. You should know what the flail thing is. Shiny, yeah. Like I said, same with the my friend who absolutely loved Achilles. I'd struggle with him, but with hackers, I'd always slow him down a lot. Just because he's very, Aleph is very hackable. Obviously, you know that. So I'd have my killing group and my hacking group, Shiny, and I'd have little repeaters, and I would slow him down so bad. Because at least at that in N4, I could have a 5-man hacker group, or at least 4-man hacker group actually. So I'd have what's it, 6 Sense or whatever it's called. So he can't sneak against my my repeaters. Yeah, it's going to be butterscotch. Yeah, it's going to be cleaner than most 40k death card because it's more of a late heresy thing. I'm making it for 30k. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Huh. I never thought about Death Guard in 30k. I'm guessing they're just like other Space Marines for the most part, right? I can't remember when they started being converted. Started to rot in a sense. I think their beaks are going to be a different color. They are chickens after all. I need to repaint them then. And I do need to paint. Oh, this is a really nice red. I do need to paint their fake mask because these guys are going to be the Ninja Turtles, Ninja Chickens, Ninja Teenage Mutant Ninja Chickens. Raphael, Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo. Board Gamer 18 painting for the greater good. The Imperium Inquisition is on the way, good sir. Send them. We have our own god. Kind of. It's somewhat pre-existing. Get stuck on the warp storm there, sir, and stay away for 1,000 years and watch us develop. Butterscotch. They mostly like Space Marines. Their rot is very limited until the siege, but I'm making a particularly corrupt battle group. Ah, okay. So it's gonna be a lot of kit bashing in that particular battle group. Krill. I'll call you Krill. What's up, Krill? Shiny. I mean, if it becomes hackable as Aleph. I mean, if you become hackable as Aleph, then maybe he is not playing the faction to its strengths. Aleph and Nomads have some of the best hackers in the game. When he plays Aleph, he plays like mostly attacks, like physical attacks, and he really does dominate, generally speaking. But I slow him down quite a bit, and he really plays with Achilles a lot, like solo going out there, and the only time he ever has to play any other characters whenever Achilles get turned off. Just working on some 30k word bearers. Oh, Krill, that's gonna be my 40k chaos army is word bearers if they ever become a thing. I'm gonna set them right next to my Ultramarines in the same box, and hopefully recreate Calf. Yeah, Calf. Francois, what do you think feels better, big stretch or power blast? A fart like a big. Why not both, Francois? Work it. I mean, it's like saying, is eating better or drinking? It's like, dude, both. I mean, who doesn't enjoy a massively good drink while eating at the same time? Come on now. When you can do both, why not both? Butterscotch. Yeah, the commander of the army will be more nurgly than most 30k Death Guard. Game rates, I can't believe my eyes read that. I had to read that myself too. I saw it with my eyes and read it with my mouth and brain. And Krill. I guess you're going to go traditional paint. Is it white for word bearers? Or is it going to be like a bleach bone? I say white's kind of hard, but they look more bleach bone, I think. I'm not sure though. Can't be both if one is better. Yeah, one may be better, but you can always do better and good at the same time. It's like you're limiting yourself, Francois. I'm disappointed. It's not like one stops you from doing the other, okay? That's all I'm saying. If you can do better and good, why not? But if good stops the better, then of course do the better. 40 tactical marines and 20 despoilers. Krill. Red. A lot of them had red armor. Oh, really? Huh. Oh my gosh, they look like... Are you sure? I thought red was, Rubik's. What are they called? Rubik's Marines. Thousand Suns, that's it. I thought Rubik's were I thought Thousand Suns had red armor, and Word Bears had like white cream armor. Oh, butterscotch. Francois. Okay, Nurgle, we know your answer is the power blasting parts. Hey man, just look. If I can do both, why not? Done it many a times. Butterscotch. I thought Word Bears were gray pre-heresy and red afterwards. No, I thought they were always the same color, but then again, I haven't really... man. Because Zinch, good lord. Thousand Suns were red and then became blue. Word Bears were... I'm thinking of Corn with the... not Corn, sorry. World Eaters with their blue and white. What were Word Bearers back in 30k? Hold on, I gotta look that up now. Have they stayed the same color? 30k. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there are... Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know, I see them in red and like gunmetal or black. Well, shit, what's his name? It's in red armor, red gold. Huh. Alright, Krilly, I guess you're right there. That's really weird. I never really thought about what Word Bears really wore back in the day. I mean, they weren't really, well, at least the books that I read, they weren't really a big deal, I guess. I mean, of course, except for Calth. But I knew Zinch, Thousand Suns were red. At least I think so. I could be wrong on that one too now, thinking about it. I mean, I don't know what to believe anymore. What is up? Butterscotch. World Eaters have red with gold trim. Word Bears have red with silver trim. Death Guard are green with brass. Francois. Word Bears pretty sure never changed color. I thought so too. Huh. Francois. Word Bears pretty sure never changed colors. But I'm getting mixed things. Even when I did a Google search for the like World Bears 30k, I see some in red armor. That looks more like Zinch. Oh, it's so weird. Well, the lexicon has them, I think in, yeah, red and silver. So they're basically like corn berserkers, but instead of a golden pad, it's like, or golden trims, it's silver trims. Wow, they look exactly like corn berserkers. Sorry for coughing on the mic. I mean, the original words were white and blue. No, I think shiny. I think that's corn berserk. World Eaters before Angron. Well, actually, even during Angron, they were white and blue. Butterscotch. I love Heresy Death Guard's color scheme. Bone, most of the armor, green shoulder, bronze trim. Francois. Thousand Suns were red in 30k. World Eaters were white. Yeah, exactly, Francois. Thousand Suns were red, which was really strange. Why did he go to blue? And then World Eaters, it makes sense because blood for the blood god, red, that's their color, that's their thing. I get that. I guess maybe Thousand Suns like, well, Gosh dang it, guys. I guess the world eaters kind of took over the red, so we got to change colors. What do we have in mind? Blue? Okay, cool. Blue and gold, ultramarines? All right.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll go down the night.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Excuse me. And I want to use up most of this red before I go. I don't want to waste it. Oop. Just I didn't grab a precise paintbrush. I was hoping to do like kind of like just mass paint with like a imprecise paintbrush for now, and then go back with the details or just hard to reach areas. That's what I'm trying to do. And of course, I can always repaint over if I accidentally painted over something. Butterscotch. Blue is kind of Zinch's color, so it makes sense to me. Huh. Was it really? I mean, I guess bluebirds, I suppose. Oh, let's see. Krill. They are the first heretic before Monarchia happened. They were gray-silver. Then after Monarchia and the pilgrimage to Chaos, they changed a lot, including their armor, to red and silver at the start of Heresy. And then after the Heresy, they changed it to bleach bone, in a sense. What's with all the changing of colors? They can't pick up their minds. At the start here. Nope, still red and silver and 40. What? No way. No. I'm sorry, Krill. You're gonna be wrong on this one. I'm gonna, dude. If you're right on this one, I have been. I don't know what in the world. I've been drugged or something. Word bearers, 40K. There. Wait, what the hell? What am I? What faction am I thinking of? That's. Is word bearers really red? What am I? Right there. Maybe. Okay, I'm confused now. On all chaos, I'm an enjoyer of all things chaos. So, Krill. So what? At what point were they wearing essentially like white or cream armor? When was that? Because I could have sworn that's what they wore at least at one point. Or am I high and just hallucinated word bearer colors? Because I really want to go them because they're essentially, you know, they are pissed off at Ultramarines and I have Ultramarines, so that's like an obvious choice for me to go for Chaos is word bearers. They never was it bleach bone? Like I don't mean like necessarily white, but like a white like armor, like maybe bleach bone armor, or is it their Primarch that wore it? Francois, Death Guard were cream and green in 30k. Yeah, it wasn't green though. I could have sworn it was Word Bearers that had these colors. Man, what in the world? Huh. It's kind of weird. Could have sworn I saw that. Logo had silver. Point to the GW model on their site. I don't know if it was. Hold on, let me. I guess I gotta kind of figure this thing out here. Hold on. Why did I think cream? Because technically GW does have the their official colors for at least 30k. Oh, should I go thinking with the world leaders? Whoops. Traders, Word Bearers. There we go. So they are red. Where was it? I saw green. That's Iron Warriors. Actually, I wanted to go Iron Warriors back in the day, just because they're the only ones that could run 3 squads of 3. What do you call those guys? Obliterators. Huh. Color scheme. It is red. Why? Huh. Well, you know what? So Death Guard only, as far as I'm hearing from everyone here. Much I prefer. Let's see. Francois, I'm just curious about Dark Angels. Were they the only loyalists to change colors? Oh, Francois, that's interesting because, well, mind you, Dark Angels are the only one that had essentially traders. Well, I don't know if they're the only one that had traders, but they're the only one that's obviously known to have traders in their group. Butterscotch, I prefer less corrupt Death Guard and Heresy, but a little bit less gross, but still cool color scheme. You know, cream and green. What does that remind you of, though, Francois? I mean, I know it's all about painted models, but lore-wise, Francois, I know the lore of why DA did it, but why didn't everyone else pick new color? Wait, what was the lore of why DA did it? I don't know why they changed their colors. Not to be confused by the Trader Marines? Krill. Logo had silver, point GW models on the website. Shiny cream was Death Guard initially in it. Krill, yeah, Death Guard was only cream 30k. Ashton Circle units in World Bearers were more gray ashen color. I have no idea where I've seen this color then for Word Bearers. I'm a little bit disappointed that they're red. But then again, it's opposite of blue for Ultramarine, so it kind of makes sense. Guess Raphael's gonna have a trouble trying to paint his face red when he's already red in color. I still got to build my my bugs, my flying little SWAT bugs. What are they called? Vespids. They're really nice. Got some of the newer models in. Krill, yes, I'm a nerd. Francois, it's penance for falling to be on terror. Oh, failing to be on terror. Huh. Well, if their Primarch freaking went, you know, hunting, destroying home worlds of the Trader Marines. That kind of, first of all, that reminds me a little bit um, this one instant that the Lion, well, ever since they made Imperium Secundus, I believe it was, or no, when they discovered that the Imperium was still alive, they made them re-swore fealty to the Imperium of Man, and and one Ultramarine didn't do it, and the Lion spoke to him, to the Ultramarine, saying, "Hey, did you not hear your brothers? They re-swore loyalty to the Imperium. Why haven't you?" It's like, "Did you not hear what happened?" It's like, "No, I heard." And Lion was like, "Do you have a problem with not re-swearing fealty to the Imperium?" It's like, I forgot how it goes, but it was so freaking amazing. Essentially said, that would implicate that the first time I swore fealty, there was some kind of issue with, there's like a problem with it. But I'm an Ultramarine. Whenever I swear fealty, it's forever. I don't ever have to repeat it, because if I have to repeat it, that means there was a problem with me swearing it in the first place. And then Gilliman was clapping. Well said, my son. You gotta listen to that on YouTube if you can. You gotta look that up. It was, whoo boy. Spoken like a true Ultramarine. I need to save that. I need to find that and save that again. Butterscotch, I really enjoy how kit bash abled heresy is. Was there a lot of like spare bits in the models and stuff? I would say, lie, slander, heresy. We Dark Angels had no traitors, then abide by none now. Hey, what's up, USA? It's been a minute since I saw you. Don't try to hide it, USA. Let's see. Krill, Chaos is my jam. Dorn, Leon, and Gurleyman, they blew up a lot of worlds. Well, Lion did. Well, I don't know what Gilliman did. I think he tried to keep the Imperium together. But yeah, I didn't really get too much. I really like just grabbing books with Gurleyman in it, because he's my Primarch. So... Butterscotch. The kits for Heresy are quite easy to turn into other units with a couple of bits. I don't own any 30k stuff. I'm trying to not spend too much money. Sticking with 40k. Already kind of got into MCP, Infinity, Killteam in some degree because some really cool models in Killteam. Which is the Vespids, which I could turn half of it into Killteam, and the other half into just regular Vespids. Oops, let me repaint this base real quick, and then I'm gonna call it. I need to some still important things I gotta do from what happened yesterday that I got to finish up today. Perfect. Just enough. Alright, let that dry. Girlyman loyal? No, bro. Imperium Secundus was an act of treason because they put it in place before the siege on Terra. I don't know what you're talking about, man. He wasn't the leader of it, so if anyone's to blame, it's gonna be Sanguinius, but he... Sanguinius. However the frick you say his name, man. Sanguinius. Whatever. Understandable. Sticking with an army in one setting makes a lot of sense. Well, no, I mean, it's not just sticking with one army. It's just trying not to, like, my group has played Carnival, has played the not Street Fighter, the Star Wars one. They're getting in so many different things. It's just that it's like no one's in 30k though. At the same time, I'll say this. No one's playing 30k over here either. I mean, there's some people that wants to get into it, like one or two, but no one's really into it. So it's not worth really getting into it if no one's playing it. That's right, Francois. Sanguinius, whatever his name is. Sanguinius, whatever. Sani, Guineus, whatever his name is. He's to blame. He was the leader. Angel boy. Yeah, there we go, shiny. Alright, anyways, I do have to call it. I try to stream Monday to Friday. Again, I try to. It's not always guaranteed, especially coming up pretty soon. There's some big things happening soon for me in my life. So there's going to be some days where I'll try to post that I say at least I'm not streaming if I can. And it's only for about a week, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know how long it's going to be. So I'll try to say it in the streams whenever I can. But anyways, I try to stream Monday to Friday around 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Try to stream for at least an hour. Obviously, I'm painting my crew right now. Then I do have Ultramarines, even though that's I forgot what they're called. Whatever. Subsection of Ultramarines. So if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up the sound below. Thanks for watching. Whoops, I just hit my light. I'll see you in the next vid.